What's up, everyone? Welcome to another edition of Tarun's Thoughts. This is my bedroom. Hope everyone's having a good week. I've not made one of these videos in a minute because I've been busy, not working, but trying to get work, which is part of working in Hollywood, which is one of the things I want to talk about today is being a pro because, man, I'll tell you, it's especially if you work, I'm sure not just Hollywood, anywhere you work, you have to bring it every single time. And every job I've ever had, whether it was behind the scenes, it was in front of the camera, whatever it was, I've always tried to be a pro about it, which means preparation and showing up and just, putting your best foot forward because you just never know. And that's one of the things that really drives me crazy. When I see someone show up for a comedy show and do stand-up and they meander on stage with their nose, they have no idea what the hell they're talking about. I'm like, get this trash off the stage. He's just taking up stage time and sucking air. And it's not just comedians. I'm sure it's like that, in medicine, lawyers, I was selling cars. I saw terrible car salesmen just not doing anything. And it drives me absolutely crazy. And I feel like it's something which people can just flip a switch. I'm really not sure where work ethic comes from, but I can tell you last year I was like, man, I should be auditioning. I should be out there booking work and being on TV and doing more mainstream stuff. And now every audition I get, it's almost like this, mental battle because you have to be off book, be memorized, show up. I just did an audition where I had to talk for 5 to 7 minutes for some hosting job, in front of my camera and really prepare for it. I was up to 3 o'clock in the morning, preparing. And I was like, well, this is the only way I know how to do it. Seriously, I don't know any other way. I think there are people who get by and they just kind of half-ass it and somehow they shoot to the top. And those are just the chosen people. I don't think there's any way around it. But I think for most everybody, you have to work your ass off. I think anything you want to do and achieve, whether it's fitness, professional goals, even relationships, you have to be a pro about it. You have to show up and put energy into it. I'll talk shit all day. I don't really care at this point. I'll call out names if I have to, but there are a lot of comedians who shot by me and I don't really like them as people, but some of them just worked really hard. I saw them, just in the clubs every single night. They were just working on their, terrible jokes and just getting out there in the scene. There's a lot of intangibles involved, but they put in the work and perspiration. And I think a lot of comedians, especially the first 5 to 10 years, you have that drive. And then life starts crashing down on you and you're like, oh my God, this sucks. The guys and girls who I know who have success, who have, massive success, they have to show up. There's no free ride unless you're related, to some huge celebrity. I was watching the Michael Jordan documentary. The guy was a complete dick. I mean, there's no denying Michael Jordan was an asshole, but the guy was an absolute pro the way he approached basketball. He was just all about being excellent at what he does. And look at Kobe Bryant, not to make this all about sports, but those two guys just crushed it on the basketball court because they put in so many shots and missed shots at that. I have a television hosting agent. His name's Paul. He's an amazing guy and really great. And people always ask me, oh, how did you get a hosting agent? And I'll tell people straight up, I'm like, I was a pro about being a host. I went out and shot a travel show for a year by myself, which I self-financed. I always go to random towns pretending I was a working TV host. I put so much work into researching the towns, shooting it, finding the right shots, editing it, doing the voiceover, putting it out there, or running Facebook ads in the towns. I was an absolute pro about it. When people ask me for my advice and I'm like, oh, you have to put in the work, they were like, just introduce me. I don't want to do anything. I'm like, no, you got to be a pro about it. You can't just, dilly-dally and just hope things come to you. Anyways, I hope everyone's having a great week. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Take care. See you. Bye.